Hey, what's up everybody? This is Coach Steven here at Fit Results. Hope everybody's doing good. One thing I wanted to talk about today is going back towards mobility and specifically our hip flexors. Do you sit a lot of the day, whether it's in the office, whether it's home, whether you're driving? I'm sure that your hip flexors have probably shortened over time. You have a little bit of lower back pain, hamstring pain, IT band, glute. Most likely your hip flexors are probably shortened, and that's the reason why you're feeling pain in those areas. Especially when we sit, our hip flexors start to shorten, which are these bad boys here. This would be me flexing my hip, right? So the hip flexors are here, which is your iliacus and your psoas. And what happens is when they start pulling forward and your hip flexors shorten, your SI joint and your piriformis also pull forward, which in turn will cause your lower back, hip flexors, IT band, glutes, hamstrings, other areas to hurt, right? So the goal is to get up and move and try to lengthen them again. So, especially if you sit like a pretzel, right? Especially if you have one foot under you, one hand here, and you're not really focused on even staying retracted. Being protracted also will lead downstream to your hips. So let's go over 3 movements that you can do to help. So first things first, if I come here, I'm gonna go into a pulsing hip flexor. So I'm gonna get my heel under my knee and my knee under my hip. I'm gonna push my knee forward, hamstring towards my calf. Once I feel the stretch here in my hip flexor, I'm gonna stop, squeeze my glute to activate it more. 5 to 7 seconds and reset. Maybe 5 to 7 reps on each side. Just find your range of motion. Make sure your heel stays down. If you feel the heel coming up, that's your stopping point, all right? So 5 to 7 reps is good. Just make sure you're squeezing the rear glute. Next would be a hip opener. All we wanna do is get on all fours, hands under our shoulders, knees under our hips. We're gonna take time to keep the leg bent at 90 the whole time. We're gonna bring the knee up so it's right in back of the hip joint, and then bring that leg around in a nice circle there, right? Drawing a big circle, activate the glute here, open the hip. And I'd say anywhere between 8 to 10 reps is good for those. And then a frog split. This is gonna be a little bit different for everybody depending on how much you can open your hips and also depending on your adductor muscles. So as we're here, just kind of walk those knees out a little bit. When you find your range, I can go pretty far. I usually show these 7,000 times a day. But we're gonna get our heels in back of our knees, toes pointed out, coming down to the forearms. And you can do it dynamic, pushing your hips forward and back, or you can just hold it static. And also to get the side of the glute, you can always have more fun. Lift a foot up, 2 to 3 seconds. Other foot, 2 to 3 seconds. And I would try to stay in this position anywhere between 30 seconds to a minute. And just kind of find your range there, kind of find out how much you can handle lifting those feet up. So I hope everybody found this useful, and please remember, sitting is the new smoking. It's very bad. So try to take time to get up throughout the day. Even if you have to set alarms, do it, because your future will be happy about it. So I hope you found this useful. Everybody take care and have a good day.